And it's Ken Kraetzer for CBS Services, talking business at the WCBS Small Business Breakfast in Manhattan. Have a chance to talk with one of the speakers. That is Peter Madonia, who operates the Madonia Bakery on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx. Peter, good to see you. What was the highlight? What did you learn today?
It was interesting. There was a consistency among the three panelists, and we're all in very different businesses. One a tech company, one a fashion designer company, and the bakery for me. There's this notion of how you have to keep evolving as a business. We're 100 years, but we're still evolving, and even the new businesses are constantly evolving to understand what their customers want and how to get it to them and give it to them.
And you made a big career transformation from the Rockefeller Foundation to working in municipal government at a senior level in New York City to returning to a family business. What were some of the elements that helped you with that transition?
It's deeply personal. The business has been in my family for 100 years. And I learned at Rockefeller. So when I was at Rockefeller, the foundation celebrated its 100th anniversary. And it was a very big deal. It meant a lot to the family. It meant a lot to the employees and the grantees that we've had over the 100 years. And it dawned on me how what a big milestone 100 is for any business. And I knew I was going to go back in 2018, and I had been at Rockefeller for 12 years because it was so deeply personal and it is such a big milestone.
And Peter, you mentioned the importance of, from all your experiences, of hiring good people, finding people who are experienced in what you may not be experienced in. Why is that such an important point in running a business?
You're only as good as the people that produce for you in whatever production means in your business. And the smarter they are, the harder they're willing to work, the more loyal they are, the more successful you're going to be. The job of a CEO or a president or the head of any organization is to motivate people, to support them, to give them the tools they need, and to hold them accountable for what the goals are. And you have to listen to your people. If they're on the front lines, they have a really good sense of what's happening. I listen to the women who are salespeople in my bakery. They know what people want and what they don't want, what they like and what they don't like, how much production we need on any given day. They're much smarter about it than I am because they're on the front lines.
And you mentioned the importance with a visual product, taking photos and placing those regularly on social media. You mentioned Instagram as a great vehicle to promote your business. Why is presence on social media important?
I mean, it is the medium of choice for the world now, social media. So what we tried to capitalize on was what we have to offer in social media, and that is a very visually attractive product. People like to look at food being made, eaten, and so it's colorful, it's got body to it, it's got texture to it, and we've developed a real following around Instagram for the products we make, and so have other businesses and up on.
And a final thought: you mentioned you're right on Arthur Avenue, right by some big New York City institutions, Fordham University, the Bronx Zoo, the Botanical Gardens. Why is it important for you to integrate and with the partner organizations in your community?
Look, I think there's several reasons. One is those are big institutions. Between the zoo and the garden is 2.5 million people coming through a year. It's a whole potentially new clientele body of people who may not know Little Italy in the Bronx. And the other is they're also part of the larger ecosystem in terms of dealing with all of the things that affect our lives, whether it's transportation or sanitation, public safety. All of those things are important to all of us in a collective ecosystem. So we are partners with them in terms of thinking about what do we need in this space to make it an attractive place for people to come.
Got to ask you, what's a favorite bakery item at Madonia Bakery on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx?
Personally, I'm a traditionalist. I like a really great semolina loaf of bread, but our signature product has become an olive bread, and we've been making it about 15 years now. And I mean, in this room today, about a dozen people came up to me and said, "I love your olive bread." So I think that's become a signature product.
That's good. I bet you have some great cannolis too. Peter Madonia of Madonia Bakery in the Bronx. Great to see you, and good to meet you here at the WCBS Breakfast.
Thank you so much. It's great.
This is Ken Kraetzer for CBS Services, talking business in New York City.